YouTube, I'm Maya, and today I am doing the new To Booktube tag by Between Chapters, and I will put a link to her video down in the description. So the first question is, where are you from? And I'm from Columbus, which is the capital city of Ohio and right in the middle of the state. Question 2 is, how old are you? And I'm 24 years old. Question 3 is, why did you join BookTube? And I joined BookTube because I love everything about books. I love to read them and talk about them and listen to other people talk about them. So I figured, why not BookTube? Question 4 is, what types of books do you read / want to talk about? And I read a lot of young adult novels, so I'll mainly be talking about those. But I'll probably be tossing in some classic and nonfiction books. Question 5 is, who are some of your favorite authors? And a few of my favorites right now are Lin-Manuel Miranda, Chimamanda Adichie, Pierce Brown, and Arthur Scott Card. Question number 6 is, what is the last book you read? And the last thing I read was Arclight by Jocelyn L. McQuinn. And I'll probably be doing a book talk about this one. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Question number 7 is, what are you currently reading? I am in the middle of Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow. And the book is much more interesting than I expected. So I'm really into it so far. And I'm also reading Rosalie Lightning by Tom Hart. And the art in this book is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. This is gorgeous. I love it. The next question is, what do you use for bookmarks? And when I can find a real bookmark, I use those. But if I can't, then I use a piece of paper or a piece of yarn or my phone cord or whatever book I'm not reading at that moment or whatever else happens to be lying around. Question 9 is, show us your current TBR pile. And here it is. Ta-da! We've got Leaving Fishers by Margaret Peterson Haddix. And this one is actually going to be a reread for me because I haven't picked it up in a couple of months. But from what I remember from the last time I read it, it's exciting. We've got Cinder, which is the first book in the Lunar Chronicles by Melissa Meyer. And I plan on actually finishing this book because I've been hearing a lot about it, especially since the newest one just came out. We've got Meridian by Jocelyn L. McQuinn, and this is the sequel to Arclight, so I'll probably be putting a book talk up for it once I finish. And last but definitely not least, we have Welcome to Night Vale by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Craner, and I am in love with this podcast. So I'm super excited to read the novel. Question 10 has 3 parts to it. And the first part is, which do you prefer, hardcover or paperback? So I have a lot of hardcovers, as you see, because I really like the look and durability of those, but my library also has several paperbacks. So it depends on which version I can find the fastest, but given the choice, I'm probably going to go with hardcover. Part 2 is, do you prefer ebooks or physical books? And ebooks are really convenient. I love that I can just have 50 books right there in my phone ready to go, but I really like being able to hold a book that I'm reading, so I'm going to have to go with physical books. And part 3 is, do you prefer owning or borrowing books? Um, I don't really have a preference for this one. I like owning books because there's not so much worry about turning it in on time or making sure you don't lose it or damage it. But borrowing also has its perks as well, such as being free, and who doesn't like free books? So I don't think I really have a preference for that one. Question 11 is what book or series got you into reading? And I've been reading for as long as I can remember, so I'm not sure of the very first book that got me into reading, but there were some series that were a major part of my childhood. And one of those was The Chronicles of Narnia, and that was a really great series. And it's still a really great series. I still have all of them somewhere. The Babysitter's Club was another good one. Pollyanna, the Anne of Green Gables books, and I remember reading a lot of classics too. There was Oliver Twist and David Copperfield and books like that. Question number 12 is how did you discover BookTube? And I found BookTube when I came across Katie Tastic's channel while looking for reviews of a book that I wasn't sure if I would read or not. And I watched her video and she made it sound really good, so I went out and I found it and I read it. But watching her video got me connected to other booktubers, so I've been following BookTube for about a year and a half. Question 13 is what challenges do you think you'll face with your own channel? And the biggest challenge is probably finding the time to record and a quiet enough space to record, because I'm still in school and I live at home, so there's people coming in and out a lot, and with the school I have to work BookTube into my schedule in a way that it doesn't conflict with the school. And another challenge will probably be the social part, because I will have to remember to be consistent with that, because I'd really like to interact with you guys and with the other booktubers here. And speaking of being social, the final question in this tag is where else can we find you? And I am on Instagram, Goodreads, and Snapchat. And I will put links to all of those down in the description box. So that was the new to BookTube tag. If you liked it, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other videos you want to see from me. Thanks for watching. Bye!